This is your News Source Evening Bulletin for today, Friday, the 17th day of April in the year 2020. I'm Gordon Mosley. Here's what we're tracking tonight. In a statement this afternoon, the President's office made it clear that the President and the government are not responsible for the hiring of a U.S. lobby firm, since they did no such hiring. The Ministry of the Presidency described as erroneous statements which suggested that the government hired the U.S. lobby firm JJ&B to make representation on behalf of the government. The statement read that the government of Guyana has not hired JJ&B LLC and has no contractual arrangement or affiliation with the said firm. No government funds were used to hire the firm, the statement continued. It also added that the President was not involved in the hiring of the said lobby firm. Additionally, the Ministry of the Presidency said it wishes to make pellucid that the President is not a citizen of the United States or any other foreign country, as is being suggested by way of documents submitted to the U.S. Department of State and published in the press. News Source understands that the President only learned of the hiring of the firm via media reports. Documents filed by the firm with the U.S. Department of Justice point to the Director General in the Ministry of the Presidency, Joe Harmon, being the contact person in Guyana for the hiring. The government of Guyana was also listed as the client for the firm. During a media briefing yesterday, as questions swirled about the hiring of the company and the $40,000 price tag, Mr. Harmon stated that the money used to pay the firm came from supporters of the coalition and not from the public's purse. Harmon claimed that supporters of the APNU-AFC had reached out to pool their money to hire the firm, so it could change the narrative in the U.S. about the political situation in Guyana. There are reports that a concerned President Granger wrote to his Director General seeking information and clarification about the firm and the payment for its work. More news coming up in a moment.
Parents and guardians, you are encouraged to tune in to the Guyana Learning Channel, Cable 29 or Channel 42 for daily educational and interactive learning sessions. The nursery program airs from 6 hours to 9 hours. Primary programs from 9 hours to 12 noon. We also air informative documentaries from 12 noon to 13 hours, and our secondary level programs are aired from 13 hours to 15 hours. Please continue to listen to our radio broadcasts. The interactive radio instruction for grades 1 to 3 daily on Voice of Guyana from 9 hours 30 to 10 hours for grade 1 pupils, from 10 hours 30 to 11 hours for grade 2s, and 13 hours to 13 hours 30 for grade 3 pupils. Please remember to tune in to benefit from these educational opportunities. A message from the Ministry of Education.
The world is grappling with an attack to the body's immune system. Many are dying daily from a most dreaded virus of pandemic proportions. Recent studies adopted by local medical experts shows vitamin C and D are finally being used in the conventional treatment of the novel coronavirus. Boost your immune system with the ultimate booster now available at Sheriff Medical Center on Sheriff Street. Following all medical guidelines, the immune booster is taken intravenously, direct to the bloodstream to guard the system from COVID-19. A mixture of glutathione, vitamin C and E, all working together to form a defense barrier against viruses. Time is critical as the virus rages on. Sheriff Medical Center, we are in the global fight to save humanity.
GBTI is your Guyanese bank, a bank that understands every customer's unique needs, opportunities, challenges, and financial concerns. At GBTI, we see you for you. Whether you're buying a new home or car, planning your next vacation or retirement, saving for your child's future, or whether you're ready to take that bold step of investing in your dream business idea, we are with you every step of the way. We hear your stories and watch you focus on your dreams as we share your aspirations. We are more than just banking. We are a family. We are part of your community. Our commitment extends way beyond the walls of our branches and is demonstrated every day in the opportunities we provide to our individual and business customers. The support, time, and commitment we give back to communities across Guyana to help improve the lives of our Guyanese families. Because we see Guyana through your eyes.
Fuel it up and drive, Super 95. Fuel it up and drive, Super 95. your fuel system, boy. High mileage and performance, boy.
Guy Oil Super 95 gasoline gives you more reasons to drive and is available at 56 service stations nationwide. For affordable price, high performance, and high mileage, choose Guy Oil's Super 95 gasoline.
Fuel it up and drive.
Tired of long lines? Register with MyGTT at mygtt.co.gy. That's mygtt.co.gy to view and pay your bills from anywhere. Enter to win an Amazon gift card worth $25 or a bounty voucher worth 5,000 Guyana dollars when you sign up today. GTT, do more.
Hi Guyana, it's your boy Kimo Paul here. Reminding you to stay at least 1 meter away from persons or 3 feet to avoid contracting the flu or the COVID-19. It is also important that we stay at home and to avoid gatherings of more than 5 persons. We must all play our part, so let's protect ourselves and our families from COVID-19. We must all play our part. The Ministry of Public Health cannot do this alone. So let's all come together and fight this virus.
For further information, check our website www.health.gov.gy or visit the ministry's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or Twitter page.
Welcome back. The chairperson of the Guyana Elections Commission, Justice Claudette Singh, has indicated that no more than 10 workstations will be used for the recount of votes from the 2nd of March elections. It was stated that each workstation will be responsible for the tabulating of its own results. The chairperson also indicated to the commissioners today via email that all of those workstations will be located on the inside of the Arthur Chung Convention Center for security reasons. And with concerns about the coronavirus curfew that is currently in place, the chairperson has written to the chairman of the COVID-19 task force, Prime Minister Moses Nagamutu, with specific requests. She did not indicate the nature of those requests, but the Prime Minister has indicated that an urgent meeting of the task force will be convened to discuss the issues raised by the GCOM chairman. The letter to the commissioners did not provide details about a possible timeline for the recount. Some commissioners have said each ballot box could take 1 hour to count, while some others and the Commission Secretariat believe it would take 2 hours to complete all the paperwork and everything else that goes along with the counting of ballots. A CARICOM team has been invited to observe the recount process. The chairperson of the Commission has been in touch with that CARICOM team. The chairperson of the Commission has been in touch with CARICOM on that issue. While the People's Progressive Party Civic today expressed its disappointment in the decision by the Elections Commission chair on the issue of the workstations. In a statement on his Facebook page, the party executive member Anil Nandlal said the statement by the chairperson today merely represents one of the many outstanding issues facing the commission about the recount. He said even the singular issue is inadequately and incompetently addressed and is therefore absolutely unacceptable. Mr. Nandlal said the statement by the chair of GCOM has done nothing to advance the recount process and raises greater concerns for the future of the process. The PPP wanted GCOM to use 20 workstations, including some on the outside of the convention center, for the recount. Yesterday, the chairperson of the commission told the commissioners that CARICOM was concerned about such a high number of workstations in wake of COVID-19 concerns about social gatherings. Let's tell you now that the Public Health Minister Waldo Lawrence has issued a warning about the increasing number of coronavirus cases in Guyana. The country has now recorded 63 confirmed cases of the coronavirus, with 18 of those cases coming in the past week alone, 6 cases in the past 24 hours. In her daily update today, the Public Health Minister said the figure is worrying.
I wish you to take note that our confirmed cases are climbing rapidly. For this week alone, we have 18 positive cases. I repeat, 18 positive cases, my friends, in 1 week.
Minister Lawrence also noted that 87% of the confirmed cases of the coronavirus in Guyana are from the Region 4 area, with Georgetown having the largest number of cases. She said it is very important now for citizens to understand what social distancing means and practice it more than ever.
You do not go out of your yard to visit with your family, nor even your partner if you're not already living together. No liming in front of your residence or at the corner to take a few beers or just to have a conversation. Going to the supermarket or the gas station just to window shop. Please note that our COVID-19 numbers will increase or stabilize depending on your daily behavior.
The public health minister said Guyana's COVID-19 numbers will increase or stabilize depending on the daily behavior of citizens.
The more responsible you are and comply with the guidelines, the faster we will be able to flatten the curve and stop the spread of the coronavirus disease in our country. So here are today's numbers. The total number of confirmed cases of COVID-19 is now 63, inclusive of 6 deaths, with a total of 283 persons tested during the period 26th February through 17th April 2020. 220 persons have tested negative and 9 persons have recovered thus far.
Guyana has completed a total of 283 tests for the deadly virus. 9 persons have completely recovered so far. There are still 4 persons in a special coronavirus intensive care unit. Guyana recorded its first case of the coronavirus on the 11th of March, and the numbers have been climbing steadily ever since then. Still with COVID-19, the PAHO WHO representative in Guyana, Dr. William Adekro, believes Guyana should not be having any discussions right now about lifting the current curfew. He believes the curfew should remain in place if the country wants to see a flattening out of those COVID-19 cases. During a virtual press conference today, Dr. Adekro said, based on projections, the country could see up to 5,000 cases of the coronavirus if the curfew is lifted on the 1st of May.
The blue line is where our numbers are as at now. If the curfew is lifted, that blue line will begin to follow this fast rising blue line. Now, where we were before, we were with the red line. Now with the curfew, we dropped to this blue line. So that tells us that we have to go with the curfew and enforce the curfew. And if anything, in the Barbados, for instance, now everybody can only shop twice a week. And the 2 times is only 4 hours a day for the 2 days in the week that they have. And we can go out every day, just that we have to be home by 6. I think ours is not as stringent as other countries. And therefore, it has to be well policed, for lack of a better word.
The National Task Force has already indicated that it is looking at toughening up on the guidelines to get citizens to avoid gatherings and to protect themselves more. The country has already recorded 63 cases of the coronavirus. Dr. Adekro said the curfew and other factors have assisted in slowing the predicted number of cases for Guyana. Under the model PAHO is now using, they are predicting that each positive case could infect just over 2 persons.
Let's look at this 2.5. That means every COVID-19 positive patient will infect 2.5 persons. Now, if we go by that, this is the rise that we are going to be seeing in no time. That's the blue rise. That's what we'll be seeing. Now, because of the curfew and other things that have been put in place, these are the red or orange line is what we are seeing now. That means that we were following the bad curve or the evil curve, but because of measures that have been put in place, now we are dropping.
From all appearances, the curfew is likely to remain in place for additional weeks beyond the 1st of May. Already the airports have indicated that they will remain closed, and the Education Ministry has also indicated that schools across the country will remain closed until further notice. On the police blotter, a 23-year-old West Berbice woman was stabbed to death last evening by her ex-husband, who also attacked and injured her mother before attempting to take his own life. The dead woman has been identified as daycare worker Vanessa Benjamin of Ithaca Village. She was stabbed multiple times to her body and was pronounced dead at a hospital in the area. Her mother and the suspect are both hospitalized with serious injuries. Reports out of Berbice stated that the couple had ended their relationship, but late yesterday afternoon the man turned up at the woman's house and the two got into an argument. It was during the argument that he attacked the woman with a knife. When her mother attempted to rush to her aid, she was attacked also. The man then started to injure himself in a suicide bid. A police investigation is ongoing tonight. Across the Region is coming up next.
Wondering how you can access free learning materials for your children? Parents and guardians, please visit the Ministry of Education's website at www.education.gov.gy to access textbooks, past papers, and practice tests to keep your child engaged in continuous learning. When you have accessed the site, go to the Students tab, wait for a second, and choose the appropriate option. You now have access to the resources you need. You are encouraged to take advantage of this opportunity as we strive to provide the best education for the nation's children. A message from the Ministry of Education.
They've made a positive impact on the heavy-duty transportation industry in Guyana since they've arrived. Guyanese are amazed at their power, durability, efficiency, and superior handling capabilities. These are brand new trucks, manufactured in partnership with German, Italian, and French companies. They have a powerful reputation for operating under very adverse Guyanese conditions and come with full after-sales service and spare parts. They're the most sought-after trucks today, with over 500 units in Guyana, and they're available in over 100 countries, including South America and the Caribbean. Be smart. Buy brand new ST Howo trucks today. Call 608-4998 and arrange for an inspection at ST Truck Guyana Incorporated, Block B, Public Road, Covenant, East Bank, Demerara.
We are legions of men standing strong, but never too proud to stoop and help someone. We must send a clear signal to all. Do right. Walk in upright ways, knowing that's what being a man is all about. And ever aware that things will only get worse when good men do nothing. Stand strong. Be the one to live right.
Falls, a trademark of China's Zhanghao Incorporated, located at Land of Canaan, East Bank, Demerara, was incorporated in April of 2013, with over $10 billion Guyana dollars invested in a state-of-the-art 100,000 barrel fuel storage facility, a modern service station, an office complex, and a modern wharf that can berth international vessels. Having no association with any other fuel company, Falls imports its own fuel, which meets quality specifications, has all the legal permits, and is in compliance with international requirements. Its bulk facility can load 8 trucks simultaneously at a rate of 1,000 liters per minute, while the service station can service 12 cars at a time using computerized fuel pumps, which can facilitate the use of ATM cards. Through its professional team of mostly Guyanese, Falls wholesales and retails fuels to the public, including farmers and miners, and will continue to positively contribute to Guyana by providing quality products, service, and attractive prices. Try Falls today for all your fuel needs.
The following is an important message from the Ministry of Public Health. You can prevent the spread of the COVID-19 virus. If you have the following symptoms: coughing, fever, or difficulty breathing, please stay home. If you don't have these symptoms, then practice social distancing. Avoid crowds. When in a group, keep a distance of at least 3 feet between yourself and other persons. Please wash your hands with soap regularly or use hand sanitizers. The Ministry of Public Health has a hotline to provide information on the coronavirus. Members of the public can call 227-4986 or 624-3067.
Across the region right now, the government of Jamaica has requested access to the International Monetary Fund's Rapid Financing Instrument Finance in wake of the global lockdown because of the coronavirus. Jamaica's Minister of Finance, Dr. Nigel Clark, in a statement said the open-ended nature of the pandemic and its economic spillovers pose intolerable balance of payments risk to Jamaica. He said those risks threaten the economic gains of the island's 7-year reform effort. The RFI provides rapid financing to IMF member countries with balance of payment needs, but without the requirement of having a full-fledged IMF program, ongoing reviews, and conditionality. Across in Bermuda, the Ministry of Health there says a further outbreak at a home for seniors has seen Bermuda's confirmed COVID-19 cases increasing to more than 80. Of the 24 new cases, all but one were at the Matilda Smith Williams senior residence. The Minister of Health described the cases at the home as disheartening news. 4 cases at the home, 2 residents and 2 staff were reported earlier. Wilson declined to say how many of the new cases were residents and how many were staff, on privacy grounds. The Minister of Health told the government's daily press briefing on Wednesday night that 8 test results had come back since last Tuesday and that 56 were clear. And finally tonight, international news. Ecuador's official coronavirus death toll is 403, but new figures from one province suggest thousands have died. The government said 6,700 people died in Guayas province in the first 2 weeks of April, far more than the usual 1,000 deaths there in the same period. Guayas is home to the nation's largest city and the part of the country worst hit by COVID-19. Footage obtained by the BBC showed the residents forcing to store bodies in their homes for up to 5 days. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting. Have a safe weekend.